Hi, my name is Alfred Rubiaskis.
And I'm David Erickson, and this is the Tailwind Flash Briefing.
First story comes to you from Coca Cola. Coke recently launched an omnichannel ad campaign in Europe. The campaign includes a 30-second long commercial featuring original music by Tyler, the Creator. Now, if you're familiar with Tyler and his music, you know it has a unique sound, so it's very distinctive, and you can click that's Tyler, the Creator right away to you. The commercial included a multitude of colorful and fun shots featuring people dancing while drinking Coke. The style of video is clearly targeted towards a younger audience. Coke has asked people to share versions of the dance and commercial online to help create a social media push on Gen Z platforms like TikTok.
So when we're thinking about the impact that could have on the marketplace, do you think companies should be asking for original songs from popular artists?
Yeah, I think for a company as big as Coke, these larger companies, I think it's a really good opportunity to get these artists that young people are very familiar with and use that for their branding and bringing awareness and bringing in that younger audience to them that might not be as familiar or use their products as much as the companies might want them to.
Yeah, I agree. And when we're thinking about the colorful and the fun shots and the vibe of people dancing, it kind of makes it pretty clear that this is borrowing directly from TikTok culture. So do you think a lot of companies should start marketing to younger audiences on TikTok?
Absolutely. I don't do TikTok. I don't think my friends do TikTok, but I know a ton of kids, high school and younger, are all on TikTok. So that is a great market and efficiency I think a lot of companies are missing out on. Great opportunity there.
And I know this one's a little off the dome, but you mentioned earlier that because Coke is such a large company, it seems like a no-brainer that they would take this. What do you think for smaller companies?
Yeah, that's a tough question. An artist as big as Tyler, the Creator, it's a hefty paycheck right there from your marketing budget. So I think it's really going to just depend on how big of an artist you can get. There's probably a sweet spot in there, maybe a mid-tier artist, you can get a good price and still get some really good results. So I think there might be a spot for everyone to get in on this, but it's a case-to-case scenario for sure.
That's a very good point. So moving into our second story, Barcardi Rum has teamed up with Snapchat to launch a new custom dance lens that's going to be one of the first of its kind. The augmented reality ad campaign will track the user's body and instruct them on how to dance to a remix of the Miami Sound Machine's conga. You might have seen this video before because this isn't the first time that they've gone and done this video campaign, and that song is something that they've been pushing lately towards the end of last year and the beginning of this one. As an individual dances with the AR ad system, special effects are going to be added to the recording that relate to the dance moves they're doing. This remix was originally released as a commercial shoot during the Super Bowl, and the Snapchat lens is more just an extension on the ad campaign that already existed. Now, brands from across a variety of industries have integrated Snapchat AR into their marketing approaches, including Verizon, DoorDash, Gucci, and even more, to engage the app's young user base, so we can only expect to see more of it in the future.
Now, Dave, how effective do you think these AR campaigns are?
I think this kind of ties back to what we were saying with the first story, where, the impact that you're seeing on younger generations and the places that they interact and what they can do as they're, aging into the consumer market is tremendous. So when these AR campaigns are being made, I think it's going to be very substantial for reaching those younger markets and kind of imprinting your brand image.
Yeah, I really agree. Something super cool. Definitely going to catch the attention of younger audiences. So great potential there. Likewise, one of the questions you asked me about the first story, how do you see these AR ads? Do you think this is something similar that smaller companies can pursue as compared to the top dogs, or should only top dogs do this?
I think currently we're going to need a lot of bigger companies to go and test it and try to make sure that this market works. Once we figure out that it works, I think a lot of the brands that are running it, Snapchat's doing it now, TikTok obviously does their own version, but this is going to move to Facebook. Facebook's not going to miss up on the opportunity. Once we have an actual proof that it's working and we can see it working for big brands, a lot of brands will start to lower their price, and that's when smaller markets can come in. It's going to be whatever the first small companies that get in and do it first are. Those are going to be the ones that get the biggest success.
For sure. I do agree. Smaller companies might want to wait right now and let the big dogs get through it first. Make sure get some proven results before you bust out your whole marketing budget on a AR campaign that doesn't go exactly how you hope it does. So, have you used a promoted AR lens before?
I personally haven't. I mean, we've used AR back in games and, kind of that craze that started up with VR at the same time. So I've used it in that sense, but I've never seen it properly used for an ad, and I'm actually really interested to see how this takes off.
Yeah, it'll be cool. These next couple of years will be super cool to see how that turns out. It's just this a little off camera, but can you tell me about the Bacardi's remix of Conga during the Super Bowl?
I honestly don't remember seeing it, which is kind of funny, but I see it, or at least I saw it from Instagram influencers that I follow on, my personal account. So I think it's kind of funny that I don't remember the Super Bowl ad, but I remember the random YouTuber doing a dance to it.
Sweet. Last question. Should Bacardi's advertise to younger audience?
To a younger audience? Probably not. I mean, legally they have to, distinctly target to an older audience, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Like I said, those generations on TikTok and the Zoomers are all, moving into legal age. So who knows where the alcohol industry can go.
There you have it. Tailwind against underage drinking.
What a formative stance.